내 등장이 평소답지 않은 눈빛이 뭔가 느낌이 좀 수상해 지금은 12시 10분 전
The K-pop, what everybody would say first is it's beautiful and it's shiny and it's perfect. Another question would be, so how do they do it? Because of course you have also very good and very beautiful music videos in France or in the US or in other countries. But what makes it particularly beautiful in South Korea is the way they really work first on, let's say, building the sets very first. They build every set and they destroy it afterwards. So for every concept, they will build a set only for this music video and destroy it afterwards. So it's really like a unique piece for every music video. So light would also be a very important, of course, but if you look at other music videos, for example, in the US or in Great Britain or in Germany or in France, they pay way less attention to light. Even if they are photographers, but you have, let's say, it seems sometimes as if it were more dimmed. So here, so in South Korea, even using a light even over the pitch sometimes to get this very shiny aspect, which others would say this is too much, but as the whole concept is it fits very well.
Money again, swag, swag. Money again, 사랑 같은 소리 따윈 집어쳐 오늘 밤은 빗자가게.
The rhythm and the speed of a South Korean music video in general is at least 2 to 3 times faster than an American one. So you don't get bored that much, and it's then also the montage and the continuous alternation between the performance set, which gets more time, and then each member. When we talk about the members and we talk about then everybody would mention the beauty shots, right? So because it's all about also building up the idol. Everybody wants to get close to them. So how do you film an idol is then also always the main question. It's, of course, you have to find the perfect, let's say, the perfect angle for each person. So each person has its own best side. So you will see that some idols are always filmed only from the left side, only from the right side, only from, and so on. In addition to the very fast pace, the camera would rest maybe a fraction of a second, which seems to be endlessly in this very fast pace, but like freezing this bright and shiny face for a fraction of a second, like having a statue. Because usually then with the light it looks like very bright and very white. They found a very artistic, an aesthetic way to have a compromise between freezing beauty and giving it and keeping it alive at the same time. But I think this is the one what really helped to give it this very specific aesthetics that people like, oh wow, that looks really beautiful.
꺼줄래 아주 컴컴한 너의 흑심만 보여 별거 없잖아 아주 만만하게 보다가 너만큼 똑같이나 딴 여자 찾아보던가 아니면 가는 길 지나가던가 Goodbye bye see you later boy 딴 데 가서 알아봐
If you look at this, the style, you would never tell that this is DigiPaid. You would say, well, it looks like Zani Bros, but not exactly. It's a little bit less shiny, so a little bit less of light. But the settings and the way it is arranged and the narrative, let's say, is also constructed, is purely Zani Bros concept. But it is DigiPaid. They try to be more, let's say, more artsy. So their colors are more like as if you paint something. So very clear, it's very colorful, right? So if you had like in a shop where you buy, so everything is like very yellow and very blue, something that you find more and more nowadays. But they created this style.
내가 하면 무슨 말인지 아는 사람. 그런 사람 여기 없어? 없으면 됐어.
So I usually use this as a good example to show, even if the company has a very strong brand, that everybody knows them. If you know indie and hip hop music, you know DigiPaid because they do in this part of the market, they are dominant. And nobody would have told, but then the company said, okay, we want something different, but it has to fit K-pop. So what they did, they left their, let's say, their own comfort zone, chose the K-pop, and the K-pop would still be Zani Bros, what we were discussing before, and changing it a little bit so that they would get like just okay, this is a bit of an artsy, they would say maybe an artsy touch. It looks very good, but you would say, it looks like Zani, so maybe they have another director now for coming from the other side. So I think it's more in like every new enterprise or who comes up, they try of course to find their niche, right? But they cannot avoid to follow the pattern and the model that the others have set, and as it has grown so big, I think independently of themselves, but it has grown so big. The others cannot avoid sometimes to join in whenever they come from a big company, because they say, okay, we want something different, but it still has to be K-pop.
Oppan Gangnam Style.